Good morning, everybody, and happy November. Hope you did some good with your extra hour over the weekend. I enjoyed it yesterday morning, but not this morning. So hopefully everybody had a different experience than I. But extra hour is always a good thing. Falling back, I would be okay if we actually just had one time period or time zone and didn't do this daylight savings time thing. But it is nice to see the sun at 6 a.m. or at least the beginning of the sun at 6 a.m. But welcome. It's another monthly edition of The Voice. I promise I won't go as long as I did last month. So let's jump right in. I thought that I would share with you some nostalgic feelings and thoughts that I had over the weekend. My son and I were driving around dropping off some goodie bags for the 2021 VFIC planning meetings. And I thought, I really miss the road. I miss driving around to see clients and prospects and driving to Ephrata and driving to Muncie and checking in with the team. There's a lot of, for me anyway, a lot of calm and peace that comes from the hum of the road. And it made me think back 30 years ago when I first started here that, George would say, all right, meet me at my house at 5:30 and we'll go here or there or wherever we go. And I'd get in the car and I'd start chatting and he'd say, not now, I'm praying. And I said, interesting. So, George would pray the rosary every morning, whether he was driving to work or driving to a client meeting or prospect meeting. And I said, wow, George is a family man. He's successful in business, successful in life. I'm going to emulate that. So, that's something that I picked up, a habit that I picked up, praying on the way to the work or way to a client meeting. And that works for me. Praying doesn't necessarily work for everybody, but if it's meditation or if it's just driving or being quiet, turning off the noise, as we like to call it, right? The news is not news anymore, it seems, it's noise. And, if you take 5 or 10 minutes for yourself, it's the theme I ended on for the October Voice and one that we could certainly carry into November. So that's just a little something that might be helpful to you. When we get knocked out of our routine, it's important that we focus on those things that are important to us. So take 5 or 10 minutes for yourself, and whether it's praying or meditating or just being quiet, hopefully that will bring some joy to your day in a noisy world. So we've got a lot to cover, and I promised I wouldn't go as long as I did last month. So let's jump into it. We have 3 birthdays and 2 anniversaries and a few shout outs. So let's start with the anniversaries. So Connor Kenny, congrats to you, Connor. You started in 2017 in November, and you're getting ready to celebrate 3 years officially as a full-time member of the VFIC team. So congrats to you, and thanks for all you do. And we're not counting, of course, the intern time with VFPM. And I guess if you add it all up, you'd probably be closer to 4 years, but we'll say 3 and we'll celebrate that. So thanks, Connor. And Dina from the VFPM team, speaking of VFPM, started way back in 2003. That's hard to believe, Dina, but happy 17th anniversary to you. And it's hard to believe that 17 years has flown by like that. So it's flown by for me. Hopefully it's flown by for you, and that means you're having fun. So thanks for all you do, Dina, for VFPM and for all of us, and happy anniversary to you. So happy anniversary to the both of you. So we'll pivot from anniversaries to birthdays, and we have 3 November birthdays. So Hamad is celebrating a birthday on the 14th of this month. Marion Williams is celebrating a birthday on the 21st, and Brett Keller celebrates his birthday on the 26th, which I think is Thanksgiving. So happy birthday, and eat a bunch of cake and treats and goodies this month, guys, and hopefully you enjoy your birthdays with those you love. So congrats and happy birthday. And last but not least, let's do some shout outs. So we talked about our core value of never stop learning in October. And we had Dina as our first example of that, studying for her QKA exam toward the end of the year here. And it's coming up quick, Dina, no pressure. But another shout out to Darrell Rogers, because Darrell is studying to be an associate at the AALU the Academy of Life Underwriting. And after Darrell conquers that, the associate level, she's going to go on to the fellow level, which is really cool. So Darrell, hats off to you for improving and learning your craft, and it's much appreciated. So Nicole Kelly is doing a similar endeavor. She is studying to get her AIF designation, and that's, as one person at VFIC called it many moons ago, the awesome, incredible friends designation. So good luck with that, Nicole, and thank you for honing your craft and getting better at your trade, and I think that's a great thing. And then I thought I would end with a shout out for Phil, and it's not necessarily never stop learning, but never stop teaching maybe would be the theme here. So Phil was working with a wealthy family, and after some continuing education for the family, Phil was very successful in getting them off the dime to get them to do some planning. And here, I'll just read for you verbatim what they said. And it's basically on the importance of gifting and passing wealth to the next generation. Thank you for perpetuating not only our wealth, but our sense of giving back. Thank you for helping to fulfill what I know Grandpop would want. And that's incredible. And you know, Phil, thanks for what you do. I don't know if they're even clients officially, if they've ever, you know, purchased insurance or not, but just to get that feedback in a world where we don't get a lot of positive feedback is excellent. So, you know, Phil, you're perpetuating a better world when these families give back to the communities in which they live, and perpetuating that education down the different generations. So hats off to Phil and the Wealth Transfer team for all the good work that you guys do. And, you know, that's pretty incredible. So for November, our core value is to create value. That's a perfect example of creating value. So every interaction we have with each other and with our clients, let's make sure we're doing just that. So as we wrap up The Voice for November, I have an attitude of gratitude, and Thanksgiving, of course, is here this month, and it's a little different, but if we could take some time, getting back to that initial point, and just be thankful for things in our life that we might take for granted, I think we'll all be in a better place. So gratitude for all of you, or to all of you, for what you do. Thanks so much. And hard to believe I'm saying this, but we'll do it again in December. So have a great day and a great week and a great month. Thanks.